What is up, woke family? It's your boy Wokey Books, and I'm back again with another live stream. So the topic that I'll be discussing this live stream today is in regards to the exploding meteor crash that happened in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania 2 days ago. So the one topic that I want to discuss about this today is that you have to understand that this meteor crash is a sign from God that negative things are about to happen in 2022, right? You have to see the true message from everything that is going on so far in this year alone. I've made numerous videos talking about how 2022 is going to be worse than 2021. We're going to be going into another lockdown. We're going to be having a lot of racial divide, a lot of racial protests. They don't want people to see their true value. They don't want people to tap into their true nature. And they want people to be lost in this matrix. They don't want people to think for themselves. They don't want you to be a free thinker. So when you think freely, they either censor you or off you, right? So this Pittsburgh explosion is a sign from God that people have been living bad lives and people haven't been doing what is in accordance to Him and living godly lives, right? And that's why you've seen this meteor explosion crash, right? Some might say that it's scientific and it's the law of the universe or on any other scientific terms, that you have to understand that everything in this world happens for a reason. There is nothing that happens without a cause, right? There's no effect that happens without a cause. Every cause is going to have an effect, and every effect is going to have a cause. So, from a spiritual lens, I'm seeing this explosion with the meteors as a result of God saying that people in this life, right, are not living according to Him and are not doing the will of Him, right? So my thing is that we have to use this as an opportunity to continue to grow in Him and become more woke, right? And woke means basically growing in every aspect of your life, spiritually in your connection with Him, mentally in the way you think through things, physically in your physique, financially, right? Emotionally. How good are you as a person? How much of a good life are you living? What are you doing to separate yourself from the remaining 95% of the population, right? Because the reason why we're seeing all of these demonic agendas that are being put in the society right now is because people are living demonic lives. Let me repeat that again. The reason we're seeing all of these agendas push in society now is because people are living demonic lives. They don't want you to know your true nature for the way it truly is, and they want you to be subdued by everything that is going on. That is why you are caving into the demonic agendas that the world government, aka the elites, are pushing onto you, right? If we go back into the older days, especially during the times of Adam and Eve, right? Satan and his demonic forces used the woman in order to be able to um, commit the sins. Then from there, transfer from the woman to the man, right? In the video that I posted yesterday with about the pastors asking the female church members to do what they did, women are going to easily be subdued by Satan and his demonic forces because women are gullible, right? In the sense that anything that they're told that is going to be able to help them, they listen without doing further research compared to a man who's obviously going to question certain things and is going to ensure that he does his research before he takes any type of action that could either hinder his future or help his future to progress, right? So you have to understand that a lot of these demonic agendas that we're seeing in this world right now are as a result of people living bad lives, right? People are not living godly lives. People are living demonic lives, and they're not reflecting, right? Why do you think we were put in this lockdown, right? Why do you think we were put in this lockdown? In order for people to be able to reflect on their lives and to be able to help themselves to live better lives. But the problem is that a lot of people are not reflecting on the types of lives that they live, and instead are continuously doing the things that they did before that ended them in a negative situation, right? These are the things that have to be talked about in order for people to be able to do better, in order for people to be able to get from point A to point B in a positive manner and not a negative manner, right? But that takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of focus. That takes a lot of hard work. That takes you actually trying to do better in your life as a whole and not being able to cave into all of the demonic agendas that are being pushed in the society. They don't want you to be woke in this world. They don't want you to be woke in the society, right? You have to fight the demonic forces that are against your life and that are against the lives of your family, right? But that comes from you improving every single day. That comes from you improving in every single aspect. There is no excuse for you to be able to not improve in every aspect of your life. From this point on, your goal is to improve. From this point on, your goal is to do better today than you did yesterday. Your goal is to do better this year than you did last year. 2022 will be worse than 2021 for those who are not woke. Let me repeat that again. 2022 will be worse than 2021 for those who are not woke. This meteor crash in Pittsburgh is just the beginning of things to come. This year is going to be a very, very terrible year, especially with all the demonic agendas that they're about to push. You need to be ready in every aspect of your life to be able to face this war. Because this is not only a physical war between God and Satan, but this is also spiritual war between God and Satan. You have to be ready to join on the side of God, to become woke ones, woke members of the Most High, and fight off these demonic forces. They don't want you to know it, right? And the thing is that they're just going to tell you that a meteor crash happened out of nowhere. They're not going to fully make you to question it. They're not going to ask you to question things. They don't, like I said before, they don't want you to be free thinkers. They don't want you to actually think of what actually caused the meteor to crash. They don't want you to actually think about why all of the demonic agendas that are happening in society today are being promoted. They don't want you to be a free thinker. They want you to be blind in this matrix. That is the reality of the situation. You have to see everything for the way it truly is. Don't allow yourself to be blinded by all of the demonic agendas that are being pushed, right? Because we understand that the power of Satan and his demonic forces are not powerful than God. God will always prevail over Satan, no matter what the situation may be, right? Trust in God. Never trust in man. Continue to elevate yourself on a day in and day out basis. Keep improving. The future is yours, only if you allow it to become yours. But that means you have to start improving every single day. There is no excuse for you not to improve. There is no excuse for you not to become 2% better today, 2% better tomorrow, 2% better the next day, and the next day, and the next day, right? Because as you improve in every aspect of your life, you're going to be able to handle all of these negative things that are about to approach 2022 in a positive way. The problem that most people face in their life is that when a negative situation comes to them, they do not know how to handle it in a positive way, right? So their coping mechanisms, right? The way that they handle situations is always negative. You have to find a positive way to deal with negative things, because negative things are going to continue to happen. So are positive things, right? Obviously, one would deal with positive things in a positive way, but most people do not know how to deal with negative things in a positive way. That is your challenge for 2022, right? Me as Woke Bucks, to the woke family, I instill in you guys this challenge in order to be able to find positive ways to deal with negative situations. That is your goal for 2022, because I'm telling you right now, there are a lot more negative things that are coming our way. So we have to be mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally ready, right? And mentally as well, too, if I didn't mention that, in order to be able to fight all of the demonic forces of this world and of the spiritual world, right? We have to continue to improve. We have to continue to get better. There's no excuse for us not to do the things that the Most High has called us to do. They don't want you to see the world for the way it truly is. They want you to be blinded in this matrix and to continue to be part of the demonic agendas that they're pushing, right? We're not going to be a part of that anymore. We're going to continue to get better. We're going to continue to do the things that the Most High has called us to do. And we're going to continue to be the people that we're called to be, right? We're not going to allow all of these negative things to affect us in a negative way. Like I said, our challenge is to be able to make the negative things to affect us in a positive manner. We find the positive out of every negative situation. That is our goal for 2022. Once we achieve it in every way possible, then from there, we figure out another goal and we continue to improve on a day in and day out basis, because the future is ours. We have the ability to achieve great things, but we will never achieve great things if we're always dealing with negative situations in a negative manner, right? People go through so much stresses in life, and then they choose to off themselves because of all the stresses they go through instead of dealing with it in a positive way. We will always go through negative things in this world, but we can't handle it negatively. We have to be positive. There's no excuse. We're in 2022. Let's keep getting better, and let's keep being the people that we're meant to be. At the end of the day, 2022 will be our year. If you understand this, because you're woke. If you don't understand, you're not woke. This is going to be in this live stream. If you like this live stream, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this live stream with your friends, subscribe to the channel at Woke Bucks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification bell to get all the latest videos that I post. Patreon link will be down in the description below, and so social media links. So make sure you go give those a check. But without further ado, this is going to be in this live stream. This is Woke Bucks, and I'm out, man.